All right, so we've got one of the more interesting things from the Kombat cast for me anyway was the fact that we actually got a very brief look at the brand new stage selection screen, right? Now, you can see here that they've actually added in 4 brand new stages, right? One of them has actually been called the Maze. So you can see over here on the right, underneath Tanya, and then to the left of the question mark is another brand new stage, and then we go over to the far left. We also have 2 stages stacked on top of each other. So that's a lot of. So how many stages have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 23 stages, as well as the fact that the maze itself right now is actually showing variations, right? Now, with any luck, either simply just owning the pack or simply finishing the story will give us these stages without having to grind. You know, remember we had to level up our accounts, like what, level 100 I think it was, to finally unlock everything is regarding like stages and stuff like that. Hopefully they won't do that. They'll simply just, they'll be part of it. You finish the story, you get them, or they're just there immediately. So if we're being, and I'm pretty sure, so given, okay, so, and I'm not against day and night different variations of stage. I actually like that. In MK9, we actually got different variations, for example, of like the rooftop, you know? So it was like daytime, everything was kind of cool, and then there was another variation where there was like a dragon in the background. So I'm actually not against them doing that. The thing that I actually like the most in this game is the stages. They are beautiful, but they're just postcards. We need some sort of like stage fatality, something to do with the stage. Something that makes it feel like it's going to be Mortal Kombat. Now, the new stages that they're bringing in, right, seem to fit the bill. They seem to feel like Mortal Kombat, which is great. We've also seen stage variations of some of the other stages that have been affected, I'm assuming, by either an invasion from the Chaos realm or them just doing it, whatever, right? So that's pretty good. Now, if you light up something like MK10, right, I got a video to do on MK10. Some people are going to like that one, right? Very small amount of stages, like really tiny. I hated it, right? I love a nice big roster when it comes to Mortal Kombat, and I also love a nice big amount of stages, right? In the earlier games, it was fine, but as you get, you know, as it goes on and you get more and more characters into the universe, yeah, I want more in there. I want more characters and I want more stages, right? I'm pretty basic, man. You know? So when you've got 23 stages here, right? And then you've got variations of each. So say each one has, you know, a variation of each. Okay, that's 46 stages. We know some of them have up to 3, like the Tea House and Johnny's Mansion. And I think the Portal one, you know, the one that's like on the top, far left, second from the left. I think that's like, you got the on and off, and then is it that one that's the Christmas stage? Is that the one that they use for the Christmas stage? I think it might be. I'm just having a look. Right. Anyway, yeah, I think it is. So, and we've seen variations too, also of, I think it's the throne room as well. There's another variation of the corrupted forest where like it's completely dead, like there's nothing left. Hopefully there's another variation of the living forest, because the living forest storm version is really cool. So this I like this. Right, so we got tons and tons of stages, which is really great, and then variations of them as well, so that way, if you're not, example, a big fan like the Takata Colony during the day, the nighttime version is more darker and, you know, a little bit more foreboding, and I like that. Okay, so you got the choices there, and I've always said that since day one. Stages are carrying this game. They are done really well, okay? Like I said, how do we unlock them? Is it going to be part of the pack? In terms of just simply being there day one on purchase, or are we going to have to, you know, play through the story? I don't know. But, and while I appreciate them bringing in animalities, like, for me, they have got to do something with the stages. They have got to do something, right? Like, there's part of Mortal Kombat's identity is stage fatalities as well. There has to be that, well, not has to be, that is a core component of what separates Mortal Kombat from, say, other fighting games, right? I was showing some people on Discord last night. I was playing some World Heroes, right? Because I was showcasing how SNK, like, you know, were pretty good innovators with a lot of stuff. They tried a lot of different things with all the varying fighting franchises they brought out. And one of the things that they did in World Heroes was they had like normal stages, and then they had death trap stages, right? And these death trap stages were, you know, the arena, like the ring might be on fire or electricity. There might be like on each end, there's like big giant spikes that point out, so you can knock them into it. So it made it very dangerous. It made it a very dangerous sort of fighting area. So you didn't have to just worry about your opponent, you have to worry about the area as well. And while while I don't want interactables when it comes to Mortal Kombat, like I don't want that in the stage itself, okay? Because I know they've tried that. They brought that sort of stuff in with Injustice. They then started bringing that stuff in with MK10 and 11. MK1, they completely got rid of it, and I love that, okay? I'm perfectly fine with no interactables in the stage until it becomes a stage fatality, right? And it would be so easy, dude. It would be so... Could you imagine having a stage fatality, right, for all 23 of these stages, right? And then a variation edition, right? So the tea house, right? The tea house, for example, right? The stage fatality could be you grab them, you know, and, you know, you like start smashing them Madame Bo style into like the railing, you know, and then throw them off, and a whole bunch of ninjas jump out of nowhere and, you know, like just, you know, like dunk on them, right? Daytime version, right? And then, you know, maybe nighttime version, it could be that, you know, when you do the stage fatality, right, the ninjas, like, you know, you use the ninjas again, they come out of nowhere, right? Or actually, no, the daytime one could be all like the drunk people in the tea house jumping over, right? Flying down there with pots and pans. The nighttime version is ninjas coming out of the shadows and like throwing ninja stars and chopping them up and stuff. And then the raining version, right? You grab them and you throw them out into the middle over the railing, and a big lightning bolt just comes down and just bang and just kills them. It's quick, it looks cool, awesome. And you can do that for every stage, and then every stage variation as well. It doesn't have to be a big cinematic experience. I think this is part of the problem. I would take every brutality and making that the normal fatality for every character, right? And I think Total MK said something the other day. He said, yeah, you could have like one like big cinematic fatality, right? Some big one. But the rest of them, just make them all, you know, like, you know, just make them all like quick and stuff, like the old MK games, because they were awesome. The same thing with the stage fatalities. You do the same thing, right? You could have it with the Dragon Army tomb or whatever it is, right? When they're activated, you know, maybe one of them in the background like lifts up a spear and then just throws it, you know, and just, you know, like pins you against the screen, right? It's just stuff like that. The Takatan colony, right? Could be like all the Takatans run out at nighttime and grab you, you know, and somebody like summons a fire and they throw you on top of it. You know, kind of like, what was it? Is that Baraka's fatality? Because I can't remember his ones in MK1, because I don't think it's done them fuck all. Is it MK1 or MK11? I think it is MK1, where they're like roasting you over it, right? You can do a similar thing if you want it, you know, or just have them all, you know, they're thrown into the background and they all swarm out, just like devour you, and you see guts and shit flying out. You can do so much. Even in that garden one, right? You know, the nice garden one, they got the nighttime variation, looks beautiful. During the day, I think that's the one where you got kind of like, it looks like you got water behind it. You grab them and you throw them into the water, and some like, you know, outworld crocodile like comes up and just like chomps you in half, and, you know, whatever. You know, that'd be fucking crazy. It'd be so cool as well, right? Because then you have more options at the end of your game. You know, do I want to do a stage fatality? Do I want to do a fatality? You know, that would be my preference. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Catch you next time.